Hi everybody, happy Friday. It's Friday afternoon and I wanted to come on one more time and talk to you about space. And I don't mean Star Wars space, I mean the space that we can create between a stimulus and a response. And it's a wonderful concept to grasp. It's so difficult, but it's really, really powerful concept. So I think a part of the problem for most of us is that when we are stimulated negatively by something, it's really easy to just have that knee-jerk reaction and, respond in anger or frustration or, just some other negative way when there is the option, and it takes a lot of practice and a lot of self-control, but there is an option to pause and think about why this stimulus is irritating us or causing us to feel negative emotions. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today, quickly, I think, and I'll give you some challenges to put this into practice. So I wanted to read a quote from a book called Man's Searching for Meaning, and this is by Viktor Frankl. He was an Austrian psychiatrist. He lived from 1905 to 1997. He's also a Holocaust survivor. And he says, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. And I think this is such a great quote. It's given me a lot of things to think about. And I've had a lot of situations where I could practice this, and it's been very, very powerful in my life. So I hope that you're able to use it in your life as well. I also read an article online recently that had a lot of good ways to use the space in between the stimulus and response. My main takeaway from this article was that you can use that time to name what you're feeling. So when you are irritated or negatively stimulated by something that someone says or does, you can control how you react or respond. One of the things you can do with that time that you take is you can name what you're feeling. So name the emotion that you're feeling. You can also ask yourself why you're feeling that way. You can also decide to ask a follow-up question. If you think there's a slight possibility you may have misunderstood what someone was saying or their intention, you could ask a follow-up question. That's also helpful. It creates a little bit of time and a pause. And sometimes when there is a stimulus, we're making assumptions about what somebody means. So it's an opportunity to make sure that we understand what's happening. So I have some challenges for you to put this into practice. There are 6 challenge options. You can also create your own. One is introspective. So think about the first event that comes to mind where you know you should have created some space. Rewrite the outcome, giving more space. So you're just imagining how things could have changed with this outcome that was probably a negative outcome, but you're just going to imagine how you could have changed that. And maybe you can go back and repair something too if you have that opportunity. So the second challenge option is to create a positive acronym for SPACE, SPACE. And I put the example: serenity, power, acceptance, calm, empathy. So just take the letters, think of a positive benefit that you might get from creating space. The third is a timed challenge. So take 2 minutes and name or label emotions that you might feel while you're allowing space. Proactively think about how to respond versus reacting. Your fourth option is interactive. So you could write a short scripted skit and role play while you dish out insults to each other, or you can improv. One of you reacts and one responds. Make and share a video if you want to. So this is kind of like a fun team building or team exercise. So the fifth challenge option is to share the love. Tell someone about your new awareness of space and thank them for being in your life. The 6th challenge is a present day challenge. So look for opportunities to honor the space today and journal about your experience. So throughout the day, if you're going to come into contact with people, chances are you are going to have some kind of stimulus come into your day that you could react to negatively. So just look for those opportunities. Don't create them, but look for them and create the space. Try to make a mental note to create that space. And you can journal about your experience. You can tell me about it in the comments, share it with a friend, whatever you want to do with that. And always, last but not least, please write down 3 things that you are grateful for in your journal. And I'll talk to you all soon. All right, I hope you're having fun with this and have a great weekend. Bye.